It is a peculiar feature of modern boredom that we try to cure it with an activity that often leaves us even less able to tolerate being bored. We open a feed because nothing is happening. 5 minutes later, everything is happening. A dog has stolen a delivery truck. Someone is restoring a Roman sword. A stranger is announcing a divorce while making soup. There's a dance, a flood, a political emergency, and a small horse wearing shoes. Then we put the phone down, and the room appears to have stopped working. A book is suspiciously motionless. A conversation is taking an unreasonable amount of time to reach its point. Even heating food feels administratively complex. We have just watched 40 different worlds arrive, perform, and vanish. Now the microwave expects us to remain loyal to one potato for 3 uninterrupted minutes. We might call this brain rot. The name is funny because the feeling is real. It is misleading because the rot is not. The brain has not begun to decay like fruit forgotten behind a radiator. Brain rot is not a medical diagnosis. Current research does not show that a healthy brain is permanently destroyed by watching ridiculous videos. Something less dramatic and more useful may be happening. The brain is learning the pace of the room we keep placing it in. Attention is not a little bucket of noble mental energy stored behind the forehead. It is a control system. It decides what matters now, what can be ignored, and how long an intention should remain alive. Every swipe gives that system a new assignment. Kitchen accident, new assignment. Celebrity apology, new assignment. Capybara in a swimming pool, an urgent new assignment. The impressive thing is not that our attention sometimes struggles. The impressive thing is that it keeps rebuilding reality at all. In one small experiment, people who were free to switch rapidly among short videos did worse afterward on a task that required them to remember an intention. Other early work, comparing fragmented clips with one continuous video containing matched material, found poorer recall after the fragmented version. The science is young, the samples are small, but the pattern is plausible. Rapid switching can make it harder for the mind to connect one moment to the next. Memory prefers events with a beginning, a middle, and an end. The feed specializes in beginnings. This distinction matters. A short video is not automatically bad for us. A clear 3-minute lesson can teach a great deal. A 30-second demonstration can be better than a 40-minute lecture delivered by someone who has declared war on verbs. The problem is not simply shortness, it is fragmentation. It is divided attention. It is the promise that the instant effort appears, another world is waiting beneath our thumb. Then there is dopamine, a chemical now forced to accept responsibility for almost everything enjoyable. We are often told that scrolling drains dopamine, as if the brain were a cheap vending machine that has run out of happiness. This is not how dopamine works. It helps us learn about rewards, motivation, and prediction. When an action produces something better than expected, the brain updates the chance that we will perform that action again. The feed is exceptionally good at uncertain rewards. Most posts are forgettable, some are irritating, then one is exactly right. It makes us laugh. It teaches us something. It seems, for 6 glorious seconds, to understand our private situation better than our family, so we swipe again. We are not merely enjoying content. We are learning a checking habit. This creates an awkward contrast with the rest of life. The feed offers novelty immediately. Most valuable things do not. Reading, studying, drawing, exercising, and getting to know another person tend to begin slowly. Their rewards arrive only after our attention has stayed in the room for a while. If we leave whenever effort enters, we become very skilled at leaving. We may then accuse ordinary life of being boring when it has simply declined to perform its entire personality in the first 8 seconds. Sleep also joins the plot, usually after midnight. Heavy nighttime device use is linked with later bedtimes, shorter sleep, and more difficulty falling asleep. Poor sleep can weaken attention, memory, and emotional control the following day. We blame the morning fog on our ruined brain, when part of the explanation may be that we watched a man reorganize a garage until 1:17 in the morning. We should be careful here. Much of the research on short-form video is correlational. People who already feel anxious, distracted, lonely, or tired may scroll more. Scrolling may make some of those difficulties worse. Both directions can exist at once. The evidence does not justify panic. It does justify curiosity. We might notice the exact moment we reach for the feed. Is the room truly empty? Or has one small difficulty just arrived? Did the paragraph become dense? Did the work become uncertain? Did a feeling appear for which no 15-second tutorial has yet been produced? The useful question is not, why am I so weak? It is, what happened just before I wanted to leave? From there, we can try 4 experiments. We do not need to throw the phone into a lake or reconstruct our personality around an alarming collection of seeds. We can let one thing finish. One article, one episode, one meal, one conversation in which the other person is permitted to discover their point while speaking. We can remove invitations. Non-essential notifications can interrupt attention even when we do not open them. The emergency sale on trousers will find another way to survive. We can add friction. Log out. Move the app. Use a time window or a blocker. Willpower has less heroic work to do when the environment stops placing a brightly colored trap beneath our thumb, and we can protect sleep. Put the phone beyond reach for the final hour of the day, or at least outside the bed. This is not moral purity. It is allowing tomorrow's brain to arrive with the equipment it ordered. Some randomized studies have found improvements in attention, sleep, stress, or well-being when people reduce smartphone access. Others have found little change. There is no sacred number of minutes that repairs everyone. The better test is personal and immediate. After using this, can we still choose what happens next? Brain rot sounds like damage. It may be more helpful to understand much of the feeling as training. Our brains have not betrayed us. They have become efficient students of a very peculiar classroom. The lesson changes every few seconds. Surprise is constant, and leaving is always rewarded. We may need to teach them another pace. Not forever, not perfectly. Just long enough to remember that boredom is not an emergency, attention is not dead, and a potato can, under suitable conditions, remain interesting for the full 3 minutes.